Jacob Rees-Mogg accused the EU of having a gerrymandered voting system that supports the objectives of an elite cabal, after claiming that Malta has 15 times more influence in the European Council than Britain. Newly resurfaced footage reveals. On Friday, Theresa May stepped down as Conservative Party leader after failing to deliver on Brexit. 10 Tory MPs are currently vying to replace her, with the winner expected to be announced in late July. Boris Johnson, Michael Gove, Jeremy Hunt and Sajid Javid have all stated their intent to broker a better deal if chosen for the top job. However, this morning, a spokesperson for the European Commission told reporters in Brussels that the appointment of a new UK Prime Minister changes nothing, as she or he will not be allowed to bring a new Brexit deal to the table. When asked about a pledge from Boris Johnson to withhold billions in liabilities owed to the EU's budget, the spokesman said, "Everybody knows what is on the table. What is on the table has been approved by all member states, and the election of a new Prime Minister will not change the parameters." As Britain plunges even further into Brexit limbo, a brilliant speech made by Conservative MP Jacob Rees-Mogg has re-emerged. In 2013, the prominent Eurosceptic took part in a debate at the prestigious Oxford Union and accused the EU of having a gerrymandered voting system. In particular, Mr. Rees-Mogg noted how Malta has become the rotten borough of the bloc. Rotten boroughs were parliamentary boroughs or constituencies in the UK before the Reform Act 1832, which had a very small electorate and could be used by a patron to gain unrepresentative influence within the unreformed House of Commons. Mr. Rees-Mogg said, "Decision-making in the Council of Ministers is now almost entirely made by qualified majority voting, and I thought you would be interested to know that the UK has 29 votes in this system compared to Malta that has 3. That means per head per Maltese population, they have 15 times more influence in the Council of Ministers, ladies and gentlemen, than you do. So we are back to rotten boroughs really. Not a bad thing, you may say. When they were abolished, it was said that no more could young people get into parliament, and as so many of you may be looking parliamentary careers, you may think we should introduce 1 or 2 at the next election. But you better go off to Malta, because that's the rotten borough of the European Union." The MP for North East Somerset then went on to suggest that the Maltese population is also represented disproportionately in the European Parliament. The Tory backbencher added, "When it comes to the European Parliament, they are not 15 times better represented than us. It is a more modest 10 times better represented than we are. So what sort of a democracy is that?" Mr. Rees-Mogg concluded. "It is not one person, one vote. It is a gerrymandered voting system to support the objectives of the European Union."